Hey guys, how you going? So I've had a bit of a break from the car lately, which has been crap. But today we're going to mount the oil cooler thermostat, the Grex relocator kit. Get it sort of mounted. I'm just going to basically sit like that. This side here goes to the engine, to and from, and these two bottom ones will go out to our oil cooler, which will sit under here. So we're going to just sort of dummy fit, bolt it up. I'll make a cardboard cutout, and I've got like an old airbox off the old setup I had that I'll probably try and use to refit into making a bracket to mount this. It's pretty awkward to mount, it's quite large, just fits here on the side, so I'm going to use these two little bolts there, two little bolt holes there. I don't want to drill into the tower, so anyway, I'll get stuck into it, eh? So first step, I'll make a cardboard cutout. So I'll measure these two holes here. The centers are about 42 mil. As you can see it, 42 mil apart. So I've already marked them down here. I'll make a wraparound piece for these two bottom mounting points. So these two holes are approximately 30 mil apart. So I'll sort of punch these holes through so I can line them up with where it's going to mount to. Got a screw there, dummy fitting that in. I'm just going to line up this template where I want this to sit, which will sit about this way. I want it to sit about there. Those holes are sort of lined up. If it sits there, I'll have to bend it back as much as possible just to get that around the tower, but I'll sort of be happy if it sits. I'll probably come a little bit further. So I just want to transfer the two holes for this onto this. It's sort of a cheap way to do it. I'll just sort of put a bit of black paint texture, like a stamp. Hopefully they rub off onto the paper here where I want it. I want it to sit about there. Here's my bracket mounted up. That's what it'll sort of look like. I'll just have to make it, this one has a bend on it, so I have to be bent there to go around the strut tower. So I'm going to use this piece, just adjust it to suit. So that's the bolts. It's going to line up here basically. Slide off. That's going to sit right pretty much like that, which I'm pretty much happy with that fitment. So I'm just going to line that up here, come close to this hole, and I've got the edge lined up so that nut that sits here will clear. Just basically draw dots where I want the holes, some mounting points, mark out where to cut. So I've got the bracket made up, I'm trying to bolt it, just a little dummy fit, see if it works, adjust the angle, all that sort of jazz. The bracket's sitting pretty good, so I'll give it I'll bolt it up and see how it looks. Oh yeah, sort of happy with that. So here's the oil cooler mounted up the front. So now all I've got to do is work out the routes to get to the cooler thermostat relocator here. And then now I've got to take this off and put the Taarks oil block adapter on. Got a delivery Taarks parts. I had this a while ago and then fitted it and I lost a lot of the O-rings, so I just reordered some of them. I also ordered new fittings and the hoses. You know, for the black Teflon look, black fittings. Just open this up, see what we got inside. In the meantime, I've bolted the thermostat up and the relocator kit. It's quite sturdy now. I made a little bracket to support here just so it stops that vibration. First step is to unbolt the old oil filter block. I've got the stock block off. Just had to give it a little tap with a screwdriver and hammer to get it out. folding them up here. I've got the relocator mounted there. The block's fully on. I've made up the 2 lines. I'm just going to fit the first 2 lines from the engine block to the relocator thermostat kit. See how that goes. So I keep coming across little issues. The problem this time, I went for the 90, and that didn't work off here. So then I had to get another 90 to fit off this, and that still didn't work. So now I had to go get some 120s from down the road to make these fit, and then we'll have to change the lines, make new lines here, this one and this one. So it's getting there. A few little odd ends that I kept stuffing me over. Spent a bit more than I wanted to, but should look pretty good once it's finished. So I've got the 2 120-degree lines made up now, so I've bolted them up, and that's the end of the install. So here you have it, guys, the job's almost done. Just got to plug the sensor back in down there. So for the Taarks adapter plate up to the Greddy block, and then down, coming under here nicely to the Greddy 13-roll oil cooler. So been another late night, but a few extra dramas, but anyway, at least got one more thing done on the car. So next step is put the manifold on. And I've got to put this turbo line in that I keep forgetting to put in, and then get pipework made up, and hopefully get it running. So anyway, I'll see you next time.